Hello friends and welcome back to Gurukul UTV. Today we are going to talk about air conditioners. We know that when there is a summer, the heat rises. The sun is at the peak time and you feel heat. Apart from summer, there are many countries where the temperature is already high. For example, the Gulf countries, UAE, you see there's a lot of heat in the atmosphere. In order to overcome the heat, what we do is we install air conditioners in home and offices. Now, there are several questions which comes in our mind when we plan to buy a air conditioner. First is definitely the brand and again the technologies, the latest technologies available in these air conditioners. Today we are going to help you to demonstrate and explain what are the technologies and how you should make a good decision while buying the air conditioners. So let's go ahead and take a look to it. Now, first thing we need to understand is buying an AC is a long-term investment and you need to know everything about ACs to pick up that best suits your needs. What are the things to consider? First is the type of ACs, ideal tonnage of a room, power consumption, installation, and the key features. So we are going to talk about all these five aspects while thinking to consider buying an AC. Let's talk about the first point, that is type of AC. So there are mainly three type of ACs: Windows AC, fixed split AC, and inverter AC. Now what is the difference between these three? First is when you talk about units, Windows AC is single unit with a compressor and a condenser. The power consumption in Windows AC is medium. Installation requires mounting the AC on a stand outside the window. Standard installation cost is in Indian rupees is 500 to 700 and the noise levels are usually high. When we talk about features of a fixed split AC, then there are two units. One is the outdoor unit and other is the indoor unit or a blower. The indoor unit will be fitted inside your home or office and the outdoor unit should be outside so that it can throw away the heat outside. Again, there can be a cable connecting these two units. Power consumption is medium. Installation requires drilling a hole through the wall. Standard installation cost is around 1500 in Indian rupees and the noise level is medium. In inverter AC, the type of split AC with two units. So inverter AC is similar to the split AC and it has got the two units as well. One is the indoor and outdoor unit. The power consumption is really low. So here you have to make sure that the power consumption is low so that you can decrease your electricity bills coming in the future. Installation, it requires drilling a hole through the wall and standard installation is 1500. So the installation cost is same as the split AC and the noise level is low. So if you talk about recommendation, I would suggest to go for inverter AC because you see that it has got an internal as well as the outside unit, that's indoor and outdoor unit. So it looks pretty cool. The power consumption is less, although the installation cost is a little bit high, but that's one time, and the noise level is relatively low. The next point which comes is the capacity of a AC. So what is should be the capacity of a AC when you buy it? So if your area is less than 80 square feet, then go for below 1 ton AC. If it is between 81 feet to 100 square feet, then go for 1 ton AC. If the area is between 101 square feet to 130 square feet, go for 1.2 to 1.4 ton AC. If the area is between 131 square feet to 150 square feet, then go for 1.5 ton AC. If the area is between 151 square feet to 180 square feet, then go for above 1.5 ton or below 2 ton AC. And if your area is above 180 square feet, then go for 2 ton or above ACs. If there is a big hall, and definitely it's gonna be more than 180 square feet, and let's say if it is 300, 400, 500, or maybe 1000 square feet, then you may install multiple ACs at specific distances so that it can help you to cool the entire room fast and properly. One more point to make a note is, additionally, apart from the area of the room, if any one of the conditions are present, then you may also opt for a higher toner AC. For example, the high outdoor temperature, if it is more than 40 degrees Celsius, then you should go for a higher AC, tonnage AC, because that will give you better cooling effect. Then if you are living on third floor or above, then again you should choose relatively, because once you go up, the it will be more cooler. And room with one or more large window that allow more sunlight. So if a lot of sunlight is coming inside your room, that will make the room more hotter, and in that case it is suggested that you should go for a higher toner AC. Now let's try to understand the difference between an inverter and a non-inverter AC. Now what are these non-inverter AC? It would be split AC and Windows AC. Now how exactly it works? Because we have seen that in split AC, again it has got the similarly two units, but in inverter AC also has two units. So what is the basic difference? So let's talk about some technical details and understand what exactly it is. In non-inverter AC, switch the compressor on and off depending on the temperature of the room. If the desired room temperature is met, it shuts off the compressor completely, and vice versa. On the other hand, an inverter air conditioner varies the speed of the compressor and does not shut on or off like the non-inverter AC. It controls the temperature by slowing or speeding up the compressor as required. An inverter AC is more efficient because the compressor does not have to reach the maximum speeds as often in a non-inverter AC. You could see the graph there about the inverter and the non-inverter AC. So basically in non-inverter AC it keeps on shutting down the compressor on and off, which again takes a lot of energy to switch on these compressors, whereas in non-inverter AC it just varies the speed instead of switching on and off the compressors, which helps to reduce a lot of power consumption during this process. The next point to look at while buying the AC is the energy efficiency. Higher star rating, better the saving. You know that in India, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency has introduced a star rating system called Indian Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio. Now, these things gets evaluated periodically by the government based on the latest technologies which are coming up. So you should go for the higher ratings, higher stars. More the stars, more is the savings for you, because it will consume less power. When you talk about less power, the amount of cooling capacity, the watts or the power consumption is very better. We just talked about the ratings of these energy efficiency. Now the question is, approximately how do we understand that how much power is gonna take or how much savings is gonna happen? So let's look at this. 3-star inverter AC will have impact of 950 to 150 per year. 5-star inverter is 750 to 850 per year. It is about the meter readings, the counts we are talking about. Uh, Again, 3-star inverter AC 950 to 108 and 3-star non-inverter ACs. So you can see when we are there's a comparison between non-inverter AC and an inverter AC, you could actually see how much energy is getting saved. So units consumed in the upper screen, and in the lower part can see the cost saving. So in an inverter AC, whether 3-star or 5-star, you are saving more money than a non-inverter AC. The next point to consider is the type of condenser coil. Now, what does it mean? Now, as I said, in split AC and inverter AC, there are two units, internal unit and outdoor unit. There's a pipe which goes between these two units. These pipes will help to pull and push the gas and also the air. So the condenser coil is a part of condensing process in the refrigeration process of an air conditioner. It is within the condenser coil that the hot liquid refrigerant is converted into coolant liquid, releasing heat into the outside air. While condenser coils can be made of copper, aluminum and other alloys, copper coils offer the best heat transfer amongst all and are more durable and easier to maintain and repair. So you can see the graph difference between a copper and a aluminum. If it is a copper, it is more efficient, it is maintenance is easy, and repair downtime is relatively shorter. Repair cost is less. In aluminum, it is less efficient, maintenance is difficult, repair time is relatively longer, and the repair cost is high. If it is a copper pipe, it is definitely gonna increase the life of your AC, and the process is gonna be much better in terms of refrigeration or cooling down the units. Another point to look at is the refrigerant. Now, what is this refrigerant? Refrigerant is nothing but it's the cooling gas which is present inside the air conditioner. That the type of refrigerant you choose makes a lot of impact both on the nature as well as the cooling effects that's gonna give. Now, while buying a new air conditioner, it's pretty easy to forget about the refrigerant that new air conditioner uses. If you are replacing an existing air conditioner with the same piping and setup, it's ideal to buy an air conditioner that uses the same refrigerant. CFC and HCFC are refrigerants that are harmful to the environment and contribute to global warming and ozone layer depletion. To make sure you are not contributing to either of the above mentioned problems, look out for R410 and R32 refrigerants that don't contribute to ozone layer depletion. Now, what are the features of these refrigerants that you should look at? Or by default, most of nowadays ACs will have these features, but the new gas which we're talking about R410, R32, these are nowadays used in almost all of the refrigerants, but just check once again if they are not using the old ones. The standard ones will definitely use this R410 or R32. Now, what exactly they do, or what are the features of this refrigerant? First is dehumidifier. So you see that there's a lot of humidity in the air, especially to those cities which are located either near the riverside or near the ocean, because a lot of the air coming from the ocean or the river, it contains water or moisture, and that creates humidity in the air. And especially when the room is locked or it's closed, this humid air is gonna give you more heat. So it's very important that the air is dehumidified. So it gets rid of excess moisture in the room. Next is the antibacterial filter. It is the inbuilt filter that removes the allergies like dust, mites, bacteria, pollen. So you see that if the room is closed, or even if it's not closed, I mean the air contains a lot of dust within it, especially to those areas which are located near the roadsides or main streets. either the polluted air is coming inside the windows, the slide pores, or there's a lot of dust in the air. So these air conditioners also helps to remove the dust mites and bacteria that is present in the air. All weather AC can cool or heat the room and is ideal for extreme climates. So you see that most of the ACs nowadays, they have different modes set, whether it's a rainy season mode or sunset mode or a cold snow mode. So these modes actually help you to these are predefined statistic things which are made inside the AC, so that helps you to adjust themselves based on the climate changes. Auto clean function. Nowadays, a lot of ACs are coming with the auto clean function, which helps to self cleanse mound and bacteria formation and improving the functionality. So actually they help you because there's a net which filters these bacteria and the air, the moisture and everything. And when it gets dirty, then AC has got some inbuilt features, which helps you to clean these kind of issues. Now that you have a lot of knowledge about choosing the right AC, there are some professional tips for using an AC. First is choose the correct capacity based on the size of the room and other factors. Choosing a copper coil AC with over the aluminum coil AC will help you to save the electricity. Check the energy efficiency ratings before making the purchase. Keep the panel of the AC clean from dust. Regularly service your AC. Get the filtered the screen clean before the summer, because in summer you're going to use it very much. So now that you know a lot about the tips of buying the AC, now let's talk about installation and maintenance of the AC. There are four things that you should look at before installing the AC. First is, an installation charge is payable to the brand unless otherwise mentioned on the offer or product page at the time of purchase. So look if there is any company who is giving you some offers, or so just make sure that it's clearly mentioned, because otherwise they will charge you at the time of installation. Second is, once your AC is out for the delivery, book a date for installation by calling the brand's authorized service center. Ensure that an engineer, authorized service engineer, completes the installation. A lot of today's branded companies also do their own surveys, or they have their customer center calling you about the uh, installation. For example, once your AC gets delivered, these companies come to know and they call you based that, okay, fine, when shall we send the engineer and everything like that. Third is, if the installation is not completed through brand's authorized service center technician, there's a chance that the brand may consider the warranty void. So please make sure that do not get your new AC installed by any regular shop vendor down below, because if you do that, then there are chances that the company will not accept that, and they will make sure they might not give you the warranty which is required for you for the long-term servicing. Fourth point is, installation charges need to be paid directly to the service engineer. So once the engineer comes, does the installation, he will ask you to pay the amount, and you must take the receipt and everything and make sure that you're paying to the engineer. And if the installation is free, then you don't have to pay anything. Inform them you purchase from so and so, you have the offer, and contact to the vendor. Now let's talk about how much will it cost to install an AC. Now, what is the process? In split AC, standard installation, remover of the old installation, wall mounting bracket if required, copper wire if required. In Windows AC, standard installation and removal of the old AC. So, based on the amount of work, so as you see in split AC, the work is more as compared to the Windows AC, and that is one of the reason why the installation charges of split AC is higher than the Windows AC. Many time it happens that we buy a AC, and after that when the installation guys comes, maybe let's say you have an offer of free installation, but despite of it, it charges you. Why is that, and why does it happen? Or maybe whatever the standard charges are 1500, he might charge you more than that. So why it is charging more than that? So it's very important that we understand what and how these charges are made up. Now let's talk about standard installation charges, which includes drilling the wall to create an outlet to connect pipes or tubes from outdoor unit to indoor unit. Installation of copper and drainage pipe connecting indoor unit to outdoor unit using standard wire or pipe length provided by the AC by the brander. Connection of separately purchased stabilizer connections to the AC unit. So all these 3 points comes under the standard installation charges. So if they will do the drilling in the wall, they will put the pipes, and they will also use the water pipe. So most of the time what happens is, let us say the water pipe given by the brand is shorter, and maybe wherever you want to you know through that water, maybe you need a bigger pipe. So you should not fight with the engineer, because he cannot do anything. He just has to use whatever the standard pipe come with the AC. If you need a bigger pipe, then might have to buy yourself, or ask, or you have to pay the extra amount for the extra pipe. Again, the same thing applies to the connection, the copper pipe or aluminum pipe, whatever you have between the indoor and the outdoor unit. If the given pipe within the brand is not sufficient, let's say it's 1 meter or 2 meter or 1.5 meter, but that is not sufficient to where you want to keep the outdoor unit, then for longer pipes you will have to pay extra amount based on the feet or meter, whatever is applicable as per the market. Now standard installation, what does not include is, first, providing the voltage stabilizer. So you should have it in your own if there's a voltage stabilizer. Wiring extension from electricity meter to installation site. So it is your responsibility to make sure that you have the power outlet, the 15 ampere bigger power outlet for the AC. Any extra copper wires needed for the installation, again as I said, this has to be purchased separately. Then grill or glass cutting and welding work. So he is just helping you to drill a hole in the walls, but he's not going to do the grill cutting or a glass cutting, because that requires extra instruments and extra expertise. Dismantling or shifting of the old AC. So if suppose the installation person has come, you asking him that, okay, you remove my old AC and put this one. So his work is only to put the new AC. His work is not to remove the old AC. He might charge you extra money. You can settle him down offshore to remove the old AC, because again, whatever service you are taking, you have to pay the price for the service, or you do it yourself. That's a very fair thing for it. Additional cost. So what are the additional costs which may come? Drain pipe, which is approximately is 40 to 50 rupees per feet. Extra copper piping, which is 250 to 300 per feet. And outdoor unit stand, which is approximately 750. So what is outdoor unit stand? Wherever you're going to fit this outdoor unit, okay, maybe in the wall at the outside. Uh, the company gives you two stands. For, let us say that the stand is not sufficient, or the area would be somewhere other side. So if for any extra stands you need, there's a charge for it. And all additional accessories, stands, carpentry work, etc. may cost charge extra. Plumbing and masonry work, PowerPoint, MC fitting, and any other electrical work, as well as dismantling or shifting old AC, masonry, core cutting, fabrication, electrical work will be charged, and depending on the requirement. These are the approx cost, and it may vary with time. So I'm just telling you as on today. 2020, but it may change in the future. But this is how it works. So you need to understand and know this. So service center directory. So if you are in India, and you need to know the service centers for these companies. So I have listed all these brands, service centers for the AC, so you can note down. as I said, it's as per the April 2019 these informations, but it may change in the future. So I do not know, or I cannot know the future. So I'm just putting as per the April 2019. Make sure you, if these numbers do not work, please check Google or the company's website and find out their customer care numbers. Okay. And once again, thank you for watching this informative video. I hope by understanding this entire process, you are now expert in selection of a AC, and you know every in-depth information about the air conditioners, and you are ready to go ahead and buy and choose a best brand and best AC as per your needs. Make sure that you do not miss out the points which I have mentioned earlier. So if you forget it, just go back and look at all these points which we mentioned that you should look at while buying an AC. So thank you, and please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Help us to motivate and create much better videos for you in the future. Thank you very much. Do comment your questions, queries into this video. Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.